The glass in my hand caught the light when she said it. Her laughter, sharp, rehearsed, cut through the hum of the crowd like a blade dipped in honey. "This is my ex-husband," she said, pausing just long enough to let the silence stretch. "No degree, no future, just freeloads off my money." The room burst into polite, expensive laughter. Her parents smiled. Her new colleagues grinned. I just raised my glass. "Cheers," I said quietly. "This is the last time any of you will see me." The laughter died before it could fade. She looked at me, confused, the way you look at a sound you can't place. I smiled, just enough to let her wonder what I knew. Then I sipped my drink, set it down, and walked out through the side door. No shouting, no scene, just the sound of glass tapping against marble. Outside, the night air felt cleaner, cooler, like the world had been waiting for me to finally let go. She thought it was just humiliation. She thought I'd go home and drown in it. She didn't know I'd already buried the worst of it weeks ago. It began 3 months earlier. A phone left unlocked. A notification that wasn't meant for my eyes. "He's asleep. Come over." It wasn't her words that broke me. It was the tone. Casual, effortless. The kind of confidence that only grows when betrayal feels like routine. At first I thought it was a mistake. Some friend, some misunderstanding. Then came the dinners that ran too long. The perfume she didn't wear before. The smile she gave the screen before turning it face down. She told me I was paranoid, that I should focus on rebuilding my life. Rebuilding. That word stuck, because she was right. I'd lost my job, my savings, and now, apparently, my dignity. But I didn't argue. I nodded, smiled, and began rebuilding something else entirely. I started with quiet things, patterns, habits, the times she left, the people she met. A contact saved under Ava, who only texted after midnight. I didn't confront her. Not yet. You don't set fire to a house until you know where the exits are. Instead, I called an old friend, an analyst from my former firm. He owed me a favor. By the end of the week, I had data, transfers, expenses, hotel bookings, a second apartment under her name. Every night I rehearsed calm. Every morning I wore the same quiet mask. She laughed more now. She'd talk about her promotion as if it were a resurrection. And maybe it was, for her, a rebirth into a life where I was just a placeholder she'd outgrown. But what she didn't see, what none of them saw, was that the company she was about to lead had a flaw. A quiet, invisible flaw written into the system months ago, back when I still had access. A clause that gave partial control to an investor under a shell name, a name she never bothered to trace. Mine. The night before the party, I received the final confirmation. The deal had gone through. The company, her company, had a new controlling shareholder. Her boss congratulated the investor over email. She had no idea the man she'd just mocked over dinner owned what she was about to celebrate. I didn't feel anger. Not anymore. Just a stillness. A kind of quiet clarity that only comes when pain burns itself out. That night, she asked me to attend the promotion party. "Be civil," she said. "We'll look good in front of the board." I smiled. Of course. She kissed my cheek. Perfume and lies. And for a moment I almost pitied her. Almost. At the party everything gleamed. Glass, silk, champagne, ambition. Her parents hovered, proud. Her colleagues clapped, already orbiting her success. She walked onto the small stage, glowing with the kind of arrogance that only comes when you think you've finally won. She made her speech. She thanked everyone who believed in her even when others didn't. Her eyes flicked to me. The audience laughed on cue. Then came her funny introduction. The words, the mockery, the laughter that followed. I didn't interrupt, didn't flinch, didn't give her the satisfaction of reaction. I just raised my glass. "Cheers," I said. "This is the last time any of you will see me." Silence. Then I turned to the CEO, the man who had just toasted her success. I handed him an envelope. Inside, the legal transfer of controlling shares. Signed, stamped, final. He looked at me. Then at her. The smile fell off her face. What is this?" "Ownership," he said softly. "He's the new majority holder." Her lips trembled. Her voice cracked. "Wait, how? This has to be some mistake." But I was already walking away. The room rippled with whispers. Cameras clicked. Her parents stood frozen, their wine untouched. She called after me. Once. Twice. Each time weaker than the last. Outside, the air smelled of rain and distance. The valet brought my car around. Behind me, I could still hear the echo of her voice. Small, uncertain, real for the first time in years. I didn't turn back. I'd already spent too much of my life looking at someone who saw me as a shadow. Tonight, she finally saw what was standing in the dark. I didn't ruin her. I just gave her the mirror she built for me, and made her stand in it alone. As I drove away, the city lights blurred in the windshield. Somewhere, inside that glittering tower, the woman who once called me useless was realizing she now worked for me. I smiled once. Not for revenge, for closure. Because sometimes the loudest sound in the world is the silence that follows cheers.